I have no regrets. Uh, don't give up. Yeah, persevere. I had tried many different jobs. Okay, I worked in a bank. I worked construction. I worked retail. Nothing really did it for me. It's true when they say that when you find your niche, you'll know it. And you know, I kept looking. I didn't give up. I knew I'd find something, and came across the restaurant industry and fell in love with it. Literally, it's definitely a long road, and you have to be patient, and you gotta work hard. Everyone asks me, does Lorena still work here? Yada yada yada. Lorena was or is still a, a huge reason of the success of the restaurant. One of our reviews, she was called Eagle Eye, because of her ability to pay attention to such detail that was noticeable in the dining room. So I couldn't do it alone. Food is one thing, but you got to have the whole package, and she brought the whole package. But definitely having someone in your corner who's supportive unconditionally, the key to success. There are many, many nights that I was like, I'm done. I can't. But, Lorena, behind me 100%, helped us find the restaurant. We put all our money together. I mean, there really was no option to fail or to quit, despite, you know, uh, the feeling of wanting to. It just was never a choice.
Tiene de color, problema, no marrón. Pero nice, amarillo poroso. All right? Yeah? Yeah, you make it nice? You make it nice in the table or you make it dusty?
The chef path is a long path if you want to do it the right way. You can't really, for lack of a better phrase, cut through the soup. It's definitely a lengthy process. You're your own biggest critic, no matter what you do, you know. So, the self-doubt and the insecurity sometimes of pursuing a craft such as this is it's there every day. You're only as good as your last dish served, right? The accolades have really kind of reassured me that what I was doing was right. I just wanted a place where we could make a living. That's really how it started out. You should see some of the places that we were looking at before, you know, because I just wanted to cook. I didn't really care more or less who came in the door as long as it was full. We were having fun. I was cooking for me. I'm not a big resume fan. Um, all I ask is that you work hard, you come to work on time, and you make an effort. I know not everyone's perfect. I'm certainly not, um, and I know people have limits. But I just ask to be professional and to be honest. And if it's not something that they feel they can withstand for a good amount of time, then and it usually shows in the first few minutes of their actual working on the job. But the interview process is pretty much um, show me what you can do, don't tell me. My favorite thing about the new space is the space itself. We were at 900 square feet, well, 700 square feet for a good many years, and then we expanded a little bit, went to about 900 square feet, and now we're 5,000 square feet. So in comparison, the dishwasher area here is the size of my kitchen in the old restaurant. For some people who can't really express themselves really well, articulate their feelings. So I think for people who are creative in that sense, that's how they speak. Whether it's music, whether it's art, food, you know, it's that's the love. The plate becomes your canvas. You could have the same exact recipe and have 15 different chefs, and they're all gonna be different, completely different. Might be some similarities, but everyone's rendition of one chef's rendition of one dish is completely different than somebody else's. It's just creative. There's no perfect dish. I think a dish can always be enhanced, if you will. Although some might argue that the crepe is perfect, but but I won't go there. But yeah, you're always trying to find inspiration. Um, you know, they say that complacency is the death of creativity. You have to keep your eye on the prize and remind yourself that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I've always felt that like nothing in life worth doing is usually easy. Friends of ours got together with us and really kind of reassured us what we were making the right choice by coming into the new place. Because I was a little skeptical of that as well, but we just went all in. We had 17 years behind us. It was a great opportunity, despite the climate in the world, and we did it. And we keep doing it. Knock on wood.